În Nepal, săptămâna trecută, zeci de oameni au murit și sute au fost răniți în urma unor proteste violente declanșate de interzicerea rețelelor de socializare. O decizie care a aprins nemulțumirile acumulate de ani de zile pe fondul corupției și al lipsei de încredere în autorități. Mișcarea a fost numită chiar Gen Z Protest pentru că tinerii au fost în prim plan. Am stat de vorbă cu un tânăr care a participat la proteste și care acum face voluntariat la spital pentru a ajuta victimele, printre care sunt și prietenii săi. Haideți să vedem ce ne-a spus despre situația din Nepal.
Where were you when you first learned about the ban, and how did it affect your daily life immediately?
What I want to say is that the protest we started in September 8 was not about social media ban. It might be a trigger point, but it might be a trigger point, but it is not about social media ban. Why we started that protest was a long-standing frustration. Beyond that immediate trigger, there was a broader accumulation of a grievance, which was a widespread corruption, nepotism, and the Nepo kid trend that circulated in our social media. It is the trend criticizing children of politicians, living a lavish life, and posting pictures in the social media. That was one cause, and another was youth were very unemployed, and unemployment and economic condition, and many young people like us feel trapped in this country. So there was lack of education system, job market, inflation, lack of infrastructures, opportunity to stay and build locally, and that sense that politically system does not hold anyone accountable. Corruption scandals that linger weak our ineffective measures against abuse of power. The politicians abused their power, and they did not hold transparency to the citizens of our country. So we Gen Zs, we started protest that day so we could ask about corruption and held accountable for the government. Then it was not about social media ban, it was about the long standing corruption they had been doing in the name of their power.
With platforms restricted, what creative ways did you find to stay connected?
During the time that reels and messages that were circulating in social media, the social media was banned, and many of us in Nepal, we used VPN and DNS to check the social medias that time. And there was a trend called Nepo Kid, the luxurious items, the luxurious clothes, the luxurious cars that the politicians children use were circulating in our social media. So we thought that there was a corruption and there was a misuse of power and the money. So we connected from Instagram, TikTok, and messaging apps to collect our friend and every Gen Z community so we can protest and ask about corruption and help the government transparency.
Do you feel your generation is fighting only for social media or for a bigger change in Nepal?
Basically, we did not fight for a social media only. We fought for a bigger change. We fought against corruption. We fought against nepotism. We fought against the misuse of power that politicians were using.
If you could send one message to young people outside Nepal, what would it be?
I want to say the young people outside Nepal is be aware of your country, be aware of your country, and be aware of a politics that is ruling your country. By that, you can take responsibility of your own and your surrounding, and how your thought, your daily life has been misused by others that are holding powers. So be intellectual, be educated, and be diplomatic, so the violence does not occur, and you can challenge, you can ask the question to your government.
From your perspective, did violence feel inevitable or could it have been avoided?
Violence could have avoided if the government and the administration has used the correct riot controlling procedure that day. Basically, I was there from the starting, and when we moved to Baneswar, that is, there is a parliament house, and when we moved there, there was not a perfect follow and the perfect procedure of riot controlling. First, there need to be a miking, and second, there need to be baton charge, and third, need to be the fire of tear gas in an open space. But it was directly the fire of a tear gas, and I was hit by the tear gas right in front of me personally. And after that, the administration and the police force directly used the bullets in the protesters.
Do you still believe in change in Nepal, or do you think that your generation will have to look abroad for opportunities?
Now it has only been 3 days that the interim government has came in power. So I believe that we must believe in our new government and the government that Gen Z has brought by their own. Yeah, so I believe we have some chance. We have a good chance to rebuild our nation from the day one, from today. So it is a chance in our country now.
How are things looking now in Nepal?
Now it's looking very normally. The system is been working. 3 ministers have been already in the cabinet, and other will be follow up in chronologically. The prime minister will the ministers.
You're helping others while living through your crisis yourself. What keeps you going?
In September 13, 14, and 15, 3 days I was in hospitals and the funerals of our martyr friends. And what keep me going on was that day we did not went to protest to grab a power, to grab opportunity. We went there for each other to ask about good doing and the humanitarian work. So basically, I'm just a human doing a humanitarian work. That is only my motivation.